Hello. I just wanted to get on here. I just got done watching John Lamb's video and wanted to get in and kind of put my 2 cents in. Today was the last day of the evidentiary hearing, and it was really interesting. I mean, usually I try to, I'm fighting myself to stay awake, and it just wasn't the case this morning. We had 4 separate witnesses today, and each one of the witnesses, of course, and it's been pretty common that a federal witness, most of the federal witnesses, of course, cannot recall pretty much anything. And today, each one of these witnesses, the only thing that they were completely and totally in agreement on was they never saw any documents shredded on the 11th and 12th. The only thing that they all of them agreed on. But one of the things that I didn't hear earlier in the other live feeds was the prosecution and the federal government has contacted these individuals. One of them was yesterday. Hold on, what was his name? Yeah, the Randy Levasseur was contacted by the prosecution yesterday. And Pamela Smith was contacted by them last week. I don't know. I mean, if the defense were to go and contact any of these witnesses, wouldn't that be witness tampering? But so, and then on top of that, we have all of these individuals said that they had answered to Washington. Okay. And one of the last things that was said today was that, you know, we need to get Washington, we need to get some of these FBI and Department of Interior down to go on the stand. And we all know that the Department of Interior is just not going to get on the stand. They're above the law. And another thing is the FBI, they had what they called they had a special, or not a special response team, but they had all the heads got together and were part of a team. Let me see here. Let me see if I can find it. I'm trying to remember the name of it. Unified Command is what they have. Okay, there were FBI at the site. And each one of these individuals stated that all witnesses, all 4 of them, stated there were FBI at the site. They also stated that there was FBI. They had a tent between 2 containers. But Mary Hansen, this one of the witnesses, she was a Forest Service ranger, said that the FBI. Well, no, it may not have been Mary Hansen. It might have been this other one. But anyway, sorry, said that the FBI was not part of the Unified Command. They were there. So what was the person? What was the reason for the FBI being there? And which John Lamb stated earlier, Ryan Bundy has been on top of this video that he knew because he had seen this camera. And for the past 2 trials and all through all this evidentiary hearing and the jury, you know, all the way up to this point, he has been stating that there is a video. Or was a video. And now it comes out today that there was a live feed in the office of Dan Love, in the command center of this place. He's asked multiple people, multiple witnesses about this. And not only was there a live feed, it was on like a 42-inch big screen TV in a small trailer, in a small command trailer, which is larger. I mean, it's 3 times the size of your regular monitors. How is it that all these individuals just passed over a live video of the Bundy Ranch? How is it? Well, I firmly believe the whole reason for this hearing was to prove that the government is hiding, destroying, or just flat out not doing, or not giving the information correctly, or hiding information. So the destruction of documents, or the hiding of a video, and you cannot tell me that they're not going to record a live feed of video. It's just not going to happen. That's what the FBI is there. Federal Bureau of Investigation. And what do they do with a video camera? They record for further investigation. So we need to get this information into the courtroom. We need to file, which I'm sure that our people have already filed or are in the process of filing for that video, because the prosecution in the federal government has been hiding it and denying it's even there. So we need to get it. I now live here in Las Vegas, so I will be here. I know a lot about this, and it just sickened me today to see what was going on. To have nobody speak up about this stuff. None of the lawyers said a word about the coercion or about the contacting of the witnesses. One of these witnesses, a year ago, and it wasn't Mary, it was another one. Hold on a second. I can't remember her name. This investigator that investigated the possible shredding of the documents and supposedly, ran an investigation, and then during the evidentiary hearing told everybody in there that he took Myri's word on faith during this investigation. She didn't. This other witness, I can't remember her name. This other witness wasn't even contacted by this investigator. So how is it that this investigator, this BLM investigator, had done his job and didn't even contact one of the key witnesses? How are you supposed to investigate a situation without talking to these people? You don't do it by just... Hold on. Uh-oh. Anyway, you don't do it by just accepting the prosecution's word and calling it good. So we're in trouble, people. We need to realize what's going on in this world, in this country. We have all these FBI, Forest Service, BLM, taking surveillance of a family and going after them, killing their cattle, rounding them up. This family has been on that land for over 140 years, people. And so we're just allowing our government to come in and say, we want this, get out? It doesn't work that way. We need to do something about it. So, court is going to commence on Tuesday morning, and I don't know what the filing of this next motion is gonna cause, or where it's gonna go with this, or what it's gonna mean for the rest of the trial, because I firmly believe that this stuff needs to be brought to light. The withholding evidence, the destruction of documents, the holes, the gaps in the timeline, the no audio or video from 9:30 in the morning till 2:30 in the afternoon on the day of the standoff. I mean, how is it that that many agencies and that many people forgot to turn on their body cams? I just don't get it. And why is it that the American people are just accepting that for fact? It wouldn't go, if the prosecution or if the defense lawyers came and said, well, you know, we don't have the video, or we don't have, then it wouldn't fly and they wouldn't get a conviction and they wouldn't even continue with the court case. But yet, all of these supposed law enforcement agencies or enforcement agencies are coming to court with all of these gaps in their timelines, no videos, no audio, and we're still proceeding forward with this case, and these men have been locked up for over 2 years, and they continue to lock them up, to torture them, to violate their rights. We need to do something about it. We need to call your congressman. We need to call your city officials. We need to go to your court. And it's beyond corruption. It is. It's evil. You're right, Jennifer. So, what are we going to do? We're just going to allow them to keep doing this? Because when you turn a blind eye to it, that's just consent. It's just consent. But my battery's going to die. I need to make some phone calls, and I'm kind of a little perturbed. I think court went awesome today, though. It really did. A lot was brought to light, and the government's case is just folding in on them. And